I love this show. I'm so proud of the message we're putting out there. And I'm so in love with the people I work with. They're just so wonderful as humans. We've been through this year together. We made television through this year. The crew worked their butts off, trying to keep everyone safe. And we did it. Everybody was safe, knock on wood. So it just feels like there's a lot to celebrate right now.
What's up, everyone? Victoria here with popculture.com, and today I'm so very excited to be talking to the lovely and beautiful Beth Behrs. Beth, hello.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I am so excited to talk to you. I've never had the privilege of meeting you before, but I feel like you're a ray of sunshine, and I love your work. So I'm like, I feel like she's like that in real life. So I'm excited for today.
Oh, thank you. I'm actually terrible human. No, I'm just kidding.
Really awful. You don't want to be friends with me.
I'm pretty Pollyanna. What you see is what you get. There's no surprises, I have to admit.
And I love it. I follow you on Instagram. I love all of your gardening and planting. And
that's my obsession. If you can't tell right now, it's like, there's a caterpillar, a monarch caterpillar. It's like freaking out. It's like, I said it felt like Christmas morning, like seeing the monarch caterpillar.
Yes, I love that. So I just moved into this place and I have a little spider that lives on the ceiling of my bathroom, and he's so cute and so small. And so tiny. Usually I would want to kill him, but now I'm like, you're so cute and I can't. I'm at a place.
He's your roommate.
He is. His name's Ernie. He's my friend.
I know.
We could talk about that all day. I swear everyone's going to be like, we're not here for this. Listen, They should be. We could talk about Ernie and our little caterpillars all day.
Ernie.
So first off, I want to check in with you and just see how you're doing. Last year was a doozy for us all. How has your 2021 gone?
It's going great now that the world is starting to open back up, and I feel, as safe as we possibly can, and we're able to sort of be together again with our friends and family, go to baseball games, drink wine again, do all the things that we missed. We're having sort of these like moments of firsts again, which is really something to celebrate.
Yeah, I love that so much. Well, I am happy that we're kind of venturing out again, because oh my gosh, we're ready for it. Congratulations on the Neighborhood season 4 renewal. I am so excited to see this. Season 3, we found out Gemma's pregnant.
Yes.
I am so excited to see what's next for season 4. Can you tell us anything?
I don't know anything at the moment, other than I know it's going to be so much fun and so ridiculous to play out Gemma and Dave, and even Gemma's relationship with the Butlers too, on camera with her being pregnant. Like, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so funny. And it's just going to be fun to like play that out even with Grover, who plays my son, because he didn't want us to have another baby. And then he kind of changes his mind. So it'll be really fun to play out like that whole relationship too. And I love this show. I'm so proud of the message we're putting out there. And I'm so in love with the people I work with. They're just so wonderful as humans. We've been through this year together. We made television through this year. The crew worked their butts off, trying to keep everyone safe. And we did it. Everybody was safe, knock on wood. So it just feels like there's a lot to celebrate right now.
There really is. And you know what? I'm glad you bring up the message. So, when this show premiered in 2018, that was before 2020 was such an eye-opening year for us all. And we finally, I think, got the ball rolling on conversations that needed to happen. But with your show, the one thing I absolutely loved about it is that you're talking about 2 different cultures and the differences but similarities, and you're finding a way to mesh them and say, listen, we may have some differences, but there is nothing more than, there's nothing more of what could bring us together than love and just respect for one another. And you guys do such a great job of that. Were you ever hesitant that the public may maybe perceive that in a wrong way?
No. And honestly, it didn't matter, because we believed in it so much. All of us, the writers, the cast led by Cedric the Entertainer. When Max and I came on, we were sort of later to the cast. We came on at a later time. They'd already shot a pilot and we came in. And so I had the opportunity that most actors don't get to, where I got to see the pilot with other actors before we came in, and Max as well. And when Max called me about the show, he was like, you have to watch this pilot because it is, the Butler family, there was just such a magic and a chemistry, and the way that they were able to still in a comedy tackle these important social issues was something that I don't think on a sitcom format we'd seen in a long time in this way. And so I was just really, I had no reservations. It was a hell yes from the very beginning for me.
That's amazing. Well, and that's why I think you guys have kept going, because I think people really appreciate that, because it's not something that we see. And I think that it's conversations that we need to have, and everything is done so respectfully. And I appreciate that.
Our goal is to bring people together, because that's what I think the best. Laughter is such a healing salve for the world in general. I don't think there's anything, maybe wine and laughter.
We're going to talk about that here in just a minute.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I think laughter is a healing salve that brings people together. Wine does too. But I do think that our show, it's the laughter that sort of disarms any uncomfortability and is accessible. We're very accessible to anyone to watch.
Listen, we are going to talk about wine here in just a second, because I should have had a glass of wine ready to go.
I have some right here at Twist Off. If I could give you some Woodbridge Cabernet right now, I would.
Before we go, friend.
Somewhere, we're fine.
Nice. Well, listen, Two Broke Girls. I can't have you not talk about Two Broke Girls.
Of course. Ask away.
Your former co-star, Kat Dennings, got engaged. Yeah. Do you keep up with her? Do you guys talk?
Of course. Yes, of course. I because of the pandemic, we haven't actually gotten to like celebrate in person yet, but there's another celebratory first. But yeah, I'm so happy for her. She seems so happy. And I mean, this pandemic, man, it's just shows you what's really important in life, love and family and all the things. So I'm so happy for her. She mostly has been recently giving me gardening tips, because she's much better at gardening than I am. So
she's into too. So
yeah, I asked her. She's way better at it. I'm so new. She's been gardening way before the pandemic. Like she's always been into it. So I was like just literally like yesterday being like, asking her a seed sowing question. So
if you guys need a third party in that conversation, I'm here.
Awesome.
Gardening's my jam. I'm trying to put some succulents up on this.
Oh yeah, do it. Succulent wall up there. I see that. That's awesome. Yes.
Some succulents. I'm like, I like them. I think they're cute.
They're so good. I love succulents. We have them all over. You can't see them because this is like the barren room right now, but we have plants all over the house. Yeah.
Guys, I love that. I'm just now in the first stages of putting plants in my place. I've always been an outdoor plant person. Now I'm learning about indoor plants. So
indoor plants. I will say I got these like weird flies recently with some indoor plants, but I can show you, there's something you can order from Amazon. They're just little stickers, yellow stickers that they're attracted to that they stick on, and you can just throw them away. I think they're like a fungal gnat or something. So if you need help,
talk about that.
That's one of my like garden hack tips I just learned.
Yes, I love that. I love it. Well, listen, really quick, Kat on WandaVision. Are you into WandaVision? Are you into like Marvel, DC, any of that?
I have to admit, I have not watched WandaVision yet. I have a list. I have a list of television. I've been very into unscripted recently in the pandemic. Like, I don't know why. I've just been really into documentaries on Netflix and stuff like that. But I have like so many friends on television shows that I have not watched yet.
Yeah.
So I have a watch list. But of course I'm into Marvel and DC and all that. And I know the gist of like most of it from Kat and from other people. So like, I know it's amazing.
It is. It's a different show. I got to admit, I was new to that whole world. And when I watched it, I was like, this is interesting, but it's so good. So they did a
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Let's talk some wine. You have partnered with Woodbridge. Yes, please. Why was this a must? And you're bringing in sports. And I like that because you're an Orioles fan, right?
Yeah, huge baseball fan. Two of my favorite things, baseball and wine. And Woodbridge Wines is now the official wine of Major League Baseball, like the first official wine. That's so crazy. Yeah. I can't wait to go to a baseball game on like a summer day and crack open, now be able to have like a Sauvignon Blanc there, you know, like have a great glass of wine at a baseball game is dreamy.
Always like beer in baseball. So it's nice to think of
wine. It's so like classy and kind of like very bougie and exciting. I'm like, so I love a good beer, but like wine at a baseball game just feels right to me now. I'm like, how did we not do this before? It feels like it was should have always been there.
I know.
Especially as a wino. Yeah. And I'm also curating for them this really cool sort of like swag giveaway around Major League Baseball teams and wine accessories. Mm-hmm. So look out for the next month on my Instagram or Woodbridge Wines, because we're going to be giving away, and they're giving away even more, like meet and greets with your favorite baseball players, all-star game tickets. It's our first all-star game back in person. So this will be a really exciting time. And, there's something just so awesome about coming together and drinking wine, whether you're at a baseball game or whether you watch from home and have like a great watch party,
Well, and I love that I've followed, I need to get your book, The Total Me Talks, because I'm huge. I think that people, when they think of like being healthy and, especially so many of us coming out of the pandemic when we had all of our quarantine snacks and we just we ate our feelings for an entire year. Now everyone's like, yes, I gotta I can shave.
And cooked so much sourdough bread and all the things.
Same. It was my first year to make sourdough bread. And my cousin's wife taught
Who didn't? Everybody did. I feel like sourdough bread was like the official food of quarantine.
It really was. Everyone's like, I'm a bread maker now.
I know.
Give me just a quick, little tidbit on how you can be healthy, but still drink wine at the same time.
Yeah, I think if drinking wine is centered around like celebration and coming together, celebrating and having a wonderful glass of wine or two at a baseball game or at a watch party in moderation. I think that one of the most important things to remember about like a healthy lifestyle, or whatever you want to call it, is that it's different for everybody.
Yes.
So what's someone's version of celebrating what they want to celebrate, as long as it's not in excess to the point where it's like very detrimental, I think is healthy for us to have things to look forward to come together over great food and wine, or a communal event like a baseball game. Mm-hmm. I think one of the things we all missed in isolation was community. Yeah, and so wine, baseball, concerts, these things that are coming back for the first time, it is a chance to celebrate, but really it's celebrating like coming back together and not being isolated and helping each other out, and also celebrating that we helped each other out through this time. There was a lot of darkness and a lot of sadness, but there was also a lot of coming together because we had to help each other. We had to wear masks in order to help our most vulnerable, in order to help ourselves. So I think it's a really great thing to be able to sit across from someone you love and share a great glass of wine.
Yeah. Well, and again, like being healthy, it's moderation, right? It's not cutting out everything that you want. And like you said, it's different for everyone, but I think that you can have a healthy lifestyle and still, indulge in little things, whether it be a glass of wine or,
in fact, I think there's scientific studies that one glass of red wine is actually like very good for you. So science says to drink wine, y'all. So like that means it's healthy.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that
too.
So, what is next for you? I know that, again, we're getting the ball rolling this year. We've got, The Neighborhood season 4 coming out, but what's next?
Definitely The Neighborhood. I'm super looking forward to that. And also I've been working so hard on this podcast that's become my passion project, Harmonics. It's about the intersection of creativity, music, and healing. And I've gotten to talk to Carol Burnett and Jewel and Abby Wambach, Glennon Doyle, like these amazing women that I've admired about mental health and creativity and how they got through this year and how they continue to sort of get through this life through the lens of mental health and healing. And so I'm really, really excited to continue doing that.
That's amazing. And you know what? We need more of that, especially right now. Coming out, everyone's trying to adjust to normalcy, but yet we're still very much in like a protective bubble. So that's amazing that you're doing that. Good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're just a ray of sunshine, girlfriend. If I get to talk to you again, we're going to have a glass of wine.
I can't wait, Victoria. I might even have one right now. Who knows?
Yeah, listen, everyone, for more on Beth Behrs and your other favorite celebrities, make sure you keep it right here at popculture.com.